Hey, Taurus-Gemini. Welcome into your 2025 yearly tarot forecast here at Cusp Roses on YouTube. My name is Gabrielle. For those of you that might be new here, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back, y'all. And to all my members tuning in, a special thank you for all your love and support. If you'd like to become a member here on YouTube or over on the Patreon, you can join at the links in the description box below. Okay, if you want me to pick up on your energy and readings, make sure you hit that like button and are subscribed to the channel, because that is who I focus this message for and on, okay? And if anything resonates with you at any moment, make sure you drop a comment down below, okay? I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, Taurus Gemini, let's go ahead and get into it. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, what's coming in 2025 for Taurus Gemini cusp energies? What's coming in 2025? You got isolation. Okay. Oh boy. Anticipation and self-interest with sacred space. All right. Okay. So this isolation is intentional. It could be something that you already felt coming, or it's to prepare you for something coming. I feel like whatever this is, it could be an opportunity. I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles in my mind's eye. And it almost feels like whatever this opportunity is for you in 2025, Taurus Gemini, you're going to have to be comfortable moving from a space of self-interest. Okay, like prioritizing your wants and needs over the wants and needs of others. And for whatever reason, that might be uncomfortable. Okay? For whatever reason, that feels uncomfortable in your energy, but it's necessary, or you might find strength in your ability to find that right alignment if you isolate, if you spend more time alone, if you sit with yourself. Some of you, this is a trust issue that you'll be healing in 2025. Because maybe you've already been in isolation and it's like time for you to connect with others in a new way or in this new version of you. I'm also getting like that idea that like, oh, you can't grow alone, like you need others to grow. I definitely don't subscribe to that, because I think you can grow immensely when you are just sitting with self. And maybe you've been subscribed to that ideology, like your best growth or the only growth possible is if you're in relationship or in connection with other people. And I think that's worn or burned somebody out here. And it's maybe clouded the intuition a lot. Some of you, this is just going to be like nature calling you. Like a nature call, in a sense, like isolating. You maybe start to not feel so comfortable around people when you typically do. Like if you identify as like an extrovert, you might be pulled into a situation that kind of activates a sense of introvertedness or going inward. And again, it's all for some sort of opportunity, gateway, threshold you're meant to cross over or move through. But in order to do so properly, you're going to have to understand maybe where your self-interest is, where the self-interest of others may lie. Like there's a need to have that level of discernment, and it almost feels like you can't get there or you won't be able to see it if you don't isolate. Again, if you don't spend time with self. Okay, so 27, 3, or 45 could be significant numbers, as well as 43. 9 is definitely a significant number, so something about September could be significant in 2025 for you. Or July. All right, let's read these from the book. Where are you? 27, Lord have mercy. Okay, isolation says, even when surrounded by a group, we all have experienced a feeling of being alone at one time or another. You may need to consider if you are holding back input out of fear of expressing an unpopular opinion. This card may also indicate a group or community that didn't connect with your beliefs, causing you to feel ostracized. Use this time to look inward, examining what ideas or insights come to mind. Isolation may also indicate a need to remove yourself from a situation to quiet your mind and contemplate your next move. Isolation may bring to the surface feelings associated with abandonment and can represent a block centered around a fear that your actions may lead to not being accepted or removed from a group. Fear of being cast aside might result in your limiting your potential by withholding ideas or suppressing inspiration. For example, if you grew up in a home where lack and scarcity of resources was a dominating factor, and now as an adult you have opportunities to create financial freedom, the fear of no longer fitting in with your family may prevent you from reaching your greatest potential. If you are successful, you may risk conflict with your family as your paths diverge. Okay. Some of you are getting that call to start setting boundaries, start cutting people off in an anticipation of them acting in self-interest whenever this Ace of Pentacles opportunity comes in. Some of you are already kind of peeping that you're going to need a sacred space. Okay? You're going to need a sacred space to plant this seed. So it is an Ace of Pentacles, which could be a whole new lifestyle, a new opportunity for success or for stability, right? A new revenue, income, in stream, all of that. But sometimes for me, and for those of you that have been here long enough, right, I look at pentacles as like seeds. And the thing about seeds, when you plant them, it's not always to reap the benefit or bear the fruit right away. Sometimes we are in spaces and places and connect with opportunities to plant that seed, but not really reap the benefits of its growth. And I think maybe some of you have been in that situation. Something about that is relevant to this situation. It's a soul seed, is what I just heard. It's a soul seed. Something that your soul is here to kind of plant, but again, it's going to take time to grow. So I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time to blossom. You might not even be here when it's in its full peak, but you'll maybe be known as the one who planted that seed. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some sort of reverence that comes with that as well. This could be a part of your Hierophant path. or an opportunity to be the magician, because those are your two major arcanas for me as a cusp reader, okay? Let's talk about anticipation. All right, it says, each morning when I wake up, there is a crow outside my window on the street lamp, anticipating the arrival of a meal. Perhaps I trained the crow, or maybe it was the other way around. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly, as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. There is but one warning. Be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. What are you looking forward to at this moment, and how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? So you know what I'm getting off of that? Whatever this new seed is, new pentacle, it might serve you best, Taurus-Gemini, to not say anything about it until you know it's safe to. And I guess this would be a very intuitive thing for you, Taurus-Gemini. But it's almost like if you hype something up and it doesn't meet expectations, that could do more damage than if you were to maybe kind of keep it tucked for a little bit until you maybe understand it a little more, or get some sort of feedback, or get some sort of result outside of maybe like a particular group, maybe family, maybe friends. Take it as it resonates, okay? Because it feels like whatever this seed is, whatever this opportunity is, it has to be planted without influence from others. Meaning like other people's opinions could sway how you plant this seed. And I think that the divine wants to speak to you and communicate with you and work with you on how to plant that seed in a specific way. Like there's certain steps. I'm seeing like a checklist in my mind's eye. Like it has to have this environment with this soil and that kind of lighting and, you know, facing this direction. Like it's kind of super specific. But it almost feels like the opinions of others might sway you to plant the seed in a different way that won't yield what you're expecting it to. Which then could put you in a position to doubt your intuition, to kind of like close yourself off to spirit even more. So some of you are maybe evolving or growing your relationship with source, or kind of the metaphysical world maybe. Yeah, there's something about that. And for all of us that have been on a spiritual journey for a while now, you understand how crucial that isolation is. So some of you might be beginning that journey in 2025 here, or taking that journey to the next level, wherever that means for you, okay? So let's learn about self-interest, and then we'll pull some tarot. All right, it says, I regularly have 4 neighborhood crow visitors. There is one crow that seems to be a bit more selfish when it comes to the food I put out, while the other crows take their turns, grabbing a nugget or 2 of the dog food I leave out on a plate. There is one that will shove as much in its mouth as possible, not caring if there isn't a single crumb left for others. Self-interest indicates that you may be looking out for only yourself, and as a result, others will be impacted. On the flip side, beware of the actions taken by those around you, as someone may try to come in and take more than their fair share. This feels like the 5 of Swords, okay? People coming in to convince you that they deserve more of something, or again, to do something in a way that secretly benefits them, but they're not going to highlight that. And if you're not paying close enough attention, Taurus-Gemini, you're going to do it. So you really need to tread lightly here, okay? It says being selfish isn't always bad. Sometimes we need to focus on our wants and needs. Depending on your situation, self-interest may indicate that you are in need of some pampering, or that it's time to put your needs above others. For example, your dream job may require a move or a shift in lifestyle. You may need to weigh the impact taking this job will have on those around you. That could absolutely be the Ace of Pentacles in 2025, okay? In the short term, you may be perceived as selfish, but in the long term, your decision may benefit all those involved. That's what I mean. Like you planting that seed or breaking away, breaking free, going in that isolation, doing what Spirit's telling you to do. Yeah, short term might look like you're only thinking about you, but long term benefits everybody who would otherwise want you to do something that would put a little bit more on their plate or put a little bit more in their mouth. Okay? All right. So that's straightforward, and those all connected. But sacred space here again is the overall energy for 2025. So let's see. What's this isolation about? What's the isolation, anticipation, and self-interest about for Taurus-Gemini? Oh, well, that wasn't a cute shuffle. All right, there we go. What's going on with isolation here in 2025 for Taurus-Geminis? Thank you. You've got the Wanderer. Yeah. Some new opportunity here. And this would maybe be like a move or an opportunity where there's only room for one. Like it's only meant for you to walk, not to maybe walk with others. And I know that could be maybe a little scary, because I'm kind of feeling that that could be the anticipation, which is like the Three of Wands. Or that could maybe put it in your mind that you need to do it with some, you see what I'm saying? Like it could prevent you from going into isolation. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. But it'll definitely activate the fire within you, okay? The creative energy. And again, the Queen of Wands is a visionary. She's also highly, highly spiritually intuitive. She sees the spirit behind things. Right? She's an energy reader, a body language reader. I don't know why I'm going into it like that. So something about reading people's body language. Maybe you've already had a situation here, Taurus-Gemini. Maybe you shared some sort of good news, or like you've been getting these vibes from the people around you. Like, yeah, like if I come into something, y'all gonna do me dirty. Like something like that. Like I think you're starting to see the truth behind the mask. Ooh. That's a nice title. The truth behind the mask for those around you, or the mask of those around you. Discernment is something, again, spiritual discernment is something the Queen of Wands does very well. Clarify the Wanderer and the Queen of Wands for this isolation. Maybe this isolation will begin in a fire season or an air season, maybe come Aquarius season. That is Uranus, the Fool. Then you have the Devil and the Hanged One with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. I think some part of you fears isolation, fears being alone, fears sitting with yourself. Again, some of you might identify as extroverted or hyper-relational. Like, not that you can't be alone, Taurus-Gemini. You just prefer the company. Do you know what I mean? You just prefer to have people around you. But I will say it's coming off as a bit of a fear. Like a cushion or a crutch that you might be using to avoid enlightenment here with the Devil and the Hanged One. Okay, clarify. Can I get one for isolation and the Queen of Wands? Thank you. The King of Swords. Yeah. It's going to clear your mind, though. It's going to help you make a clear-cut decision and choice. Yeah, the Six of Wands, which will ultimately lead to some sort of anticipated success. Or a success that you can see. Maybe with the Queen of Wands, you're having, I wanted to say premonitions. Visions. Prophetic visions. Okay, Taurus-Gemini. Yeah, some of that could be active for you in 2025. Starting to see things before they happen, which is why you might be in that anticipation energy. And look who's here. That Ace of Coins. Exactly. Right? Then you got the Five of Cups with the Tower. Right. This is what you're trying to avoid. This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of disappointing people. You're afraid of what's going to happen, what's going to crumble, okay? Maybe you guys are kind of like the glue or the rock of these situations, relationships, dynamics that you're a part of. And it's like you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to disappoint someone. But again, remember that short term versus long term. Maybe I'll also throw that in the title because that seems to be the overall energy. How can you best discern what is a short-term deficit or short-term disadvantage for a long-term advantage? Maybe you've been spending time trying to convince people that, you know, doing this thing, taking this opportunity, getting into that Ace of Coins, look at what it could open the doors for us. It could benefit this way and that way. And then all the people around are just only focused on themselves and how it's going to affect them, not really thinking about maybe you. Did I also, I felt this energy a little bit maybe with Pisces, Aries. So maybe you guys have some 12th house, first house energies that are going to be significant for you in 2025, okay? But there's that Ace of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the energy between isolation and anticipation. Thank you. Strength, right? It's going to take a lot of courage. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of courage for you to take the path that leads towards peace of mind, which could bring a lot of endings to some karmic cycles that you might be a part of. Yeah, some of you have found the balance necessary and needed to end certain cycles. Or you will. Okay, what can Taurus-Gemini anticipate to come in 2025? What's the anticipation in 2025? The Four of Swords again. Yeah, clear mind. Peace of mind at that. Now, the Four of Swords is coming through too. Like, peace of mind in, yes, that's the right direction, like we saw with the Two of Wands. Yes, I made the right decision. Yes, I made the right choice. But it's almost like, it's not the Six of Swords, right? Where you're moving forward, the momentum is there. You're actually like in the transition from that decision that got you to the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is just making the decision to move beyond that Three of Swords energy, to let the past go, or to kind of make peace with whatever you need to make peace with. So 2025 is the beginning of you making a clear-minded decision and choice that then will build momentum for maybe years to come, maybe through 2026. Okay, clarify this Four of Swords for the anticipation. Ooh, that's a big chunk. Clarify anticipation. And this Four of Swords. Thank you. Okay. The High Priestess, yeah. Now that your mind is made up, the Ten of Swords. And the Lovers. Now that your mind is made up, or your mind has aligned with your truth, Ooh, something around Gemini season. So maybe your birthday season, this peace of mind or this decision that you make will come in. And it will start shifting you into the mindset that you need to. So I would absolutely expect for you to maybe be in isolation majority of 2025, or feeling the need to isolate a little bit more, not maybe cutting everybody off or, completely, like, you have to go isolate yourself in a cave and never come outside type of thing, but just finding more time alone than with others. Finding maybe a different type of balance around that. Carving out just more time for yourself, okay? Because, anyway, I shouldn't have to explain that. But this Ten of Swords, though, I feel is... maybe you... anticipating that Five of Swords energy from those around you as well, which would come next from the Four. You making this decision is going to maybe cause some sort of upheaval, I guess you could say. Again, the short term versus long term. In the long run, it's a decision made from love, or it is a decision to align with a path of love, which takes a lot of courage to do. But I don't know that those around you see it that way. And here's the thing, Taurus-Gemini, that's okay. They don't have to. So don't try to force it. And there's that Five of Swords. They don't have to, and don't force it. This is for you, okay? Because I get you're in a situation or a dynamic where people don't see all that really happens behind the scenes or goes into something or all that's needed. Again, they're only focused on the benefits that they get from it or how it impacts them. And maybe you're dealing with some stubborn energies, like people who don't like change. And yes, your Taurus energy is fixed along with Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. So Leo and Aquarius could be significant. Those are those energies right there. And Justice. Yeah. Some people could feel like you making this decision for yourself is unfair in some way. And they want to seek justice in the terms of their self-interest, not really seeing the long term. Some of you are like maybe connected or dealing with people who really don't have vision. And that's okay. Like, not everybody has vision. Everybody's gifted in different ways. But it feels like this... for y'all that are going to resonate with this, like, you have vision, you see something. Didn't I say that? Premonition or visions earlier in this read? Did I say that? Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. Not everybody can see how this will eventually be justice for everyone. How it could open new doors or bring in more stability. Not everybody's going to see it because... again, people are centered in themselves, not centered in the group or centered in the community, or I don't know, like, again, the mask might be falling off. Like, I just heard when push comes to shove, everybody looks out for them. So, okay, something about that could also be a perception. So just tread lightly with that. But others of you can absolutely trust your intuition, right? If you feel like, maybe I shouldn't share that with this person, or, I don't know. It's like, you'll know. I don't know your situation, right? Taurus-Gemini, you're the one walking the path, but trust that discernment, whatever it may be. So can you shed light here, Spirit, on who or what this self-interest energy is all about. The moon. Yeah. Okay. Period. Right, the moon and the Three of Swords. It's been hidden from you for a long time, maybe. I think that whatever this is going to reveal some hidden resentment that people have. It's going to reveal some hidden resentment. Whether it is within your control or out of your control, or because of you or not really because of you, it might even push people into a deeper self-reflection or shine a mirror up to those that are in this self-interest energy. It's kind of like you taking this opportunity, making this choice, doing this thing, Taurus-Gemini. Choosing yourself, ultimately. Choosing to walk your path for you. Okay, there's two separate timelines that keep kind of flipping in and out. For some of y'all, people that may be impacted by this choice, this decision that you're making in 2025, don't understand the benefit in the long run. So of course, from their point of view, it looks like you might be betraying them. It looks like, you know, you're forgetting about them or abandoning them or whatever the case may be. But that's not the truth of it. And eventually that truth will shine through. Okay? But it will bring up hidden feelings. Like, you will get to that truth in 2025, regardless of the timeline. For the other timeline I'm sensing, the impact that people are worried about when it comes to you in this situation is solely focused on themselves. Like, it doesn't consider you in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't consider the other people maybe involved. It is solely selfish. I don't want you to do it because I don't want you to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very I. Where I feel as if the ideal perspective in this situation would be we. You know what I mean? Like us. Rather than me. Either way, true feelings will come to the light, will surface. Feelings that people have been holding on to or keeping hidden will also be made clear to you, Taurus-Gemini. Okay, clarify the moon with the Three of Swords for this self-interest. Clarify the moon and the Three of Swords. Thank you. Okay. You've got the Six, come on, I said the Six of Swords, the Alchemist, which is Temperance on this deck, and the Page of Pentacles. Page of Coins. It's like people know that your life is going to change. And not even change, but maybe even prosper, maybe even solidify in a particular way, or something new is going to begin. And whether that self-interest is a fear of being left out, forgotten, again, abandonment, all of that might come up. You're going to have to be able to discern what's in your control and what's not in your control, Taurus-Gemini. You can't control other people's thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and their actions. That's not in your control. People have to be responsible for themselves, as do you. I also get something here for somebody, maybe just a few of you, where like you choose yourself in the situation, you take this opportunity And those that maybe betrayed you in the past start to pop back up. Because they want a little pinnacle. They want a little piece of what you have going on. Now, all of a sudden, they have an interest in you. Do you know what I mean? This could be people who have been holding on to feelings about you for a very long time, or resentment towards you for a very long time, whether you're aware of it or not. So you're really going to have to discern people's motives here, Taurus-Gemini. That's not for all of you, just for some of you, okay? Clarify, can I get one here for the moon and the Three of Swords, Spirit? Thank you. The Knight of Cups, yeah. Like I said, going to be riding in on that cup. Oh, hey, Taurus-Gemini. Oh my God, I was just thinking about you. Eight of Swords. No, they weren't. You know what I mean? Like, They couldn't see you until you had something that they wanted. Ooh. Oh boy. Be careful with that. Be very, very careful with that, Taurus-Gemini. You gotta clock that when you see it. Some of you might. Do not pass that type of intuitive insight off, Taurus-Gemini, in 2025. Do not give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Especially people who you know could potentially have any sort of like harboring feelings, ill will, resentment. I don't care how nice they are to you. I don't care how long it's been. I don't care, Taurus-Gemini. You do not underestimate people's ability to fake and wear masks and hold on to revenge and grudges for centuries. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ooh, decades. Don't underestimate that power, because that feels like it's at play. And if you open up the door for somebody to act in their self-interest on an opportunity that's meant for you and you alone, isolation, that's going to be on you, Taurus-Gemini, okay? Yeah. Three of Cups at the front. I'm trying to tell you. Old friends, old co-workers, associates, people you casually know, people who didn't give you the time of day. Gonna be trying to come in with that Knight of Cups. Oh, let's be cool. Let's be friends now. We can get over the past. Let's let it bygones be bygones. Meow, meow, meow. That's a motive, honey. I hate to give that energy because I know it might come off as like skepticism and being pessimistic, but I'm telling you to trust your intuition. The High Priestess is here with the Ten of Swords for a reason. Do not open up yourself to people who you know have the potential to betray you. This is like a revenge thing. Listen, Taurus-Gemini, I don't know. Somebody could be plotting their revenge, their justice. I'm trying to tell you. They don't think it's fair that you're getting this Ace of Pentacles or this opportunity, or how could you get that without me? I need to be a part of it. I should have a piece of it because I'm so-and-so in your life, and meow, 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 and da-da-da-da, and yeah. Or, oh, be careful of that nostalgia too, and the memory lane, and the illusion of interest. Knight of Cups energy. Pisces could be significant. Didn't I say something about your 12th and 1st house? Yeah. Neptune could also be significant in 2025 for you. Let's clarify the strength and justice, and then we'll move into the extended over on Patreon, which will be pinned in a comment down below. Clarify strength here, Spirit. Thank you. The Six of Coins, right. Which says to me that you're going to have the courage to know your worth and almost like ask for it, or open yourself up to receive it. And again, like I said, some of you are closing out karmic cycles. The Six of Pentacles is a karmic energy for me. What you put out is what comes back. Two of Pentacles at the bottom. How you handle this will set the tone for what comes in. Keep that in mind, okay? Clarify justice in 2025. What does justice look like? The Eight of Wands. This is what I mean. Somebody doesn't feel like it's fair that you're moving on or you're moving forward or you get to quickly advance somehow, or let me even say it like this. Because of the isolation, it could even expedite justice. It's going to pull out the truth quicker than if you didn't isolate yourself, if you didn't spend time with Source, with your own spirit. If you didn't spend time cultivating that Queen of Wands energy, being able to discern and decipher spiritual energy, people's spiritual nature, seeing beyond the veil, tapping into your energy so you can best discern your energy from other people's energy that you might be carrying, cleansing that. I think some of you may be even anticipating some sort of long, drawn-out process where something could happen a lot quicker the sooner you step into your strength and your power. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope there was a message in here that confirmed something for you, for what you were already sensing for yourself in 2025. All right, I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in our next one. Namaste.